Hello, everybody. Good evening, and welcome to a much happier edition of the Jonny Gooner Show. We have had a lovely week. 2 superb wins leaves us currently 3 points on top of the table, and us dreaming of what might be in a couple of weeks' time. I'm joined tonight by 2 of my old faithfuls, and a special treat. We've got G Trigg tonight. We'll start with you, Mark. How you doing, pal?
All good, all good. Yourself?
Yes, I'm smiling. They're all smiling faces after last week, so it's all good. How you doing, Bez? You've had a great week. Two games in a week. And
I can't complain. Top of the world right now. How about yourself?
yes, very good. Well, literally top of the world, top of the league, you know. And G Triggs, here she is, a lover of his Cornish pasties almost as much as me. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, very good. Thank you. Great to get back up at the Emirates the other day, and hopefully next weekend as well. So yeah, buzzing at the moment.
Yeah, lovely. No, it's been a lovely week after last week's real disappointment, and everyone worried about what might happen. Saturday, Wolves under the lights, 7:30. It's on telly for a reason. They're hoping we might slap up. A nice, well, very comfortable 2-0 win, I would say, Mark. In the end, obviously, it helped.
Indeed.
They are missing a lot of players. A very good time to play them and need a little bit of luck. But we got the job done, and that's all that mattered after the week we had.
Exactly. We just needed a win. Any which way it came, just get over the line, get 3 points, and run home. Didn't matter how it happened. There's no pictures on the scoreboard. Just get the win and go home. After the week we'd had the week before, losing to Villa, going out of Europe, we just needed 3 points, and thankfully we got them. Another clean sheet away from home, which was fantastic, and 2 good goals. So just right the ship, as they say. And as I said, look, it was a good time to play, and no point saying any different, but it's important when you do get that opportunity to play a slightly weakened team, you have to take advantage of.
Absolutely, and that was it, Bez, wasn't it? It was all about getting the 3 points. Obviously, a few more goals would have been nice, and it took a while for us to get going, but the goal just before half-time was a real boost.
Totally was. I echo completely what Mark's saying, like how we controlled it to that point, got the goal before half time, got the second one before the end of the game. Just kept everything as we do. Everything looked solid. On to the next one as we did, you know?
What do you think of Trossard's goal? Do you think he meant it? No,
Of course.
Yeah. Go on. And obviously, as the second half went on, G, you know, it was comfortable. We started off well. Second half, we thought, I'll go and kill it off. And it went on, and you think, oh, God, here we go. Please don't let him score. But Odegaard popped up, and everyone was delighted.
Yeah, I mean, what an amazing finish that was as well, to be fair.
Oh, yes.
The angle was sublime. I just thought, what on earth? And then I thought, oh, God, it's gone in. But yeah, I think it was one of those games, wasn't it? We were kind of not at our best, but the most important thing, like you say, is we got the job done, carried on, stuck to what we knew, got the goals, and saw it out. So the most important thing was to get back to winning ways that day to push us on, and I think it set us up really well for last night.
Yeah, no, definitely. And obviously, I want to talk about Martin Odegaard later because I almost run out of words to describe just how good he is.
I'm sure we can find a few more.
Honestly, I think, I mean, this could be an exaggeration, but the way he's going, I think he's going to be the best midfielder I think I've ever seen in an Arsenal shirt, which is quite a statement when you think of all the players he had. But just the way I just think he's absolutely amazing. He's just, I mean, I keep people saying, you know, Declan Rice, if Arsenal do win the league, he's going to get Player of the Year. But, I think Odegaard should get it. Just the last few weeks, he's just driving the team forward. He just never stops. He never looks tired. He's just running around, just geeing people up. He's got lovely eyes. He's got it all. You know what I mean? He's scoring goals. He's assisting. He's never stopping. I mean, I've got some stats here. I might as well get them out now. But the last 3 seasons, only one player has got 30-plus goals, created over 30 big chances, and got an 85% pass accuracy, and that is him.
Yeah.
And it's not just this season. You know, the last 3 years, it's just getting better and better and better.
Yeah.
And £30 million, we have well and truly pulled Real Madrid's pants down, which is just marvellous.
Yeah.
And I just like to get everyone's faults because I just think I know De Bruyne is amazing, but I wouldn't swap Odegaard for anybody.
No. totally agree, Brooksy. There's no one in the league I'd have ahead of him right now. Absolutely no one. He was. We'll talk about his performance on Tuesday, which was off the charts.
Nice.
But the last few weeks, he has just been incredible. As I said, it's not only what he does on the ball. He leads the press from the front. He's always the first line of the press. He's just basically doing everything at an extremely high level at the moment. He's a 9 or 10 out of 10 pretty much every game. Yeah, we just, as you said, he's one of the best midfielders that's probably ever played for Arsenal. Now, it's funny, someone, I think actually he's in the chats there, Sparks posted the other day Fabrizio Romano's tweet saying Odegaard was signing for Arsenal. Let's just say not every single comment was complimentary or
no, that's right.
Absolutely thrilled that we were signing this guy.
No, because when he came on loan, he was all right, but there was only a few games, like the West Ham away game, where was it 3-0 down, and the second half he was superb, and you thought, okay. And there was a few other games, I think he scored against Spurs a couple of times, and you thought, okay, because he was quite hyped when we, won the kid, etc. But oh my goodness, I mean, the way he's just come on and on and on. I think giving him the captaincy as well as a masterstroke, because he's just completely embraced it. And even like at the end of the game when he's going around, he's the one always going around. He's clapping, he's geeing everyone up. Yeah. He's just absolutely superb.
But I think as well, as he gets older, obviously he came onto the scene when he was still like 15 or 16, didn't he?
Right, 15.
At one of the biggest clubs in the world. So you could it sort of fade away, but now he's in pretty much his prime years. And like you say, the fact that we've got him for 35 million is absolutely ridiculous.
It's obscene, isn't it?
Great.
Absolutely ridiculous.
There's a lot of, obviously over the years, signing the wrong players or wrong prices, but that is the steal of the century, surely. He's unbelievable. Talk about it
later on, some of the transfer dealings we have had, obviously, like Havertz, Trossard, Raya, Ben White. It's just ridiculous. I mean, compared to Chelsea, because we will later, because obviously we give them a good beating. But the amount of money they've spent compared to it's just unbelievable what we've done. They for money. And you think, Odegaard was like 35 million. And now, not being funny, you could sell him for about 130 million, if not more. And that's not even me being ridiculous. It's just, he's that good. There's not a team in Europe or the world, but let's face it, you only go to a European team that wouldn't want to sign him. Because he's just ridiculous. Absolutely. What do you think, Bez? Join in.
I'd love to say, I mean, what I like about him as well, especially in the Wolves one, he's very calm and composed on the ball, but also the Tuesday one, where you can see his impactness and the way he drives that midfield, especially the way you saw, he's got Partey in his side, Rice in his side. He's like, you know what? I'm just going to do my thing. And when I was watching the game, sadly, I didn't manage to defend any of the goals. But when he did assisted Havertz for that goal, which he celebrated thankfully, which he had to, after the fan base, treat him like crap, I swear to God, everything just froze. It was like the Matrix. And literally, like, the man just doesn't know any limits now. He, as you guys say, he's embraced his captaincy, but the way he's driving it, like towards with the team, the way he's doing it is just the right way. He just goes with it. You can just see it pure joy, and he enjoys it now. He enjoys scoring, as you say. He enjoys assisting, but he's got this drive. He completely. I don't want to speak like in a way not completely compare him to a legend, but he reminds me of Vieira, who just needs that lift. He comes out of nowhere, gives it that little finish of a goal out of nowhere. He pops up. Then next thing you know, with his stature, with his physique, because he's getting stronger, like almost aging like fine wine. He literally drives in from his midfield, cuts in, waits for these attacker to move. He sees that. Again, I think for us, he's one of the best midfielders. You can actually visionary, almost in the bracket of a bit of that Ozil and a bit like Bergkamp, and also his understanding is second to none. The way he carried the game himself, for me personally, on Tuesday was just to witness it was just electric. The way to see that, celebrating my end, which I'll probably share some of the pictures we guys can show during the week if you can, because I've been so busy myself. Literally the way he celebrated the end, fist ups, smiling, his frock moving around. I told him I could smell his hair in front of me. I was on the 7 row.
I bet it smells glorious as well.
Thinking I can see his frock. I was like, fuck. What a result. What a victory. What a performance by this leader that we call, this man who as you guys said, most of our fan base was like, oh, Odegaard, who is this guy? But now, 3 years later, oh my God. Start questioning now, man. Start questioning the good stuff that he gives to us, the great stuff, excuse me.
So yeah, it is. You're right there, Bez. He's just incredible. I have so much man love for him. I can't even tell you. My wife's getting a bit, worried about it. I don't know what to tell you. I've got a hoodie with his name. I've got a hoodie with his name on. It's like, but he's got a bit of everything. There's, like you said, there's a bit of Vieira in there. There's like Bergkamp, Cazorla, Ozil. He's just got a bit of everything. And even when we lost at home to Villa in the first half, he was superb in that game as well. And if we won that one again, you'd have been eulogising because he could have had a couple of assists in that game. Yeah. But just the fact he's keeping going. Man City were moaning the other day how they're tired. Bernardo Silva, boo-hoo, I'm tired. None of our players are moaning. And, that leads me to a bit of hope that we're just getting on with it. And, Odegaard's leading by example. And, just wait and see. I mean, what time was their kick-off? It's 8 o'clock?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Come on, Brighton.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We manifested it last night, so we're doing it now.
Yeah. And is Danny Welbeck starting?
Yeah.
I've seen the team. Lovely. Go on, Danny boy. He loves the Arsenal. That would be good. Right, let's talk about the Tuesday game then. A small little matter of Chelsea at home. Obviously, I have to say I watched quite a lot of their semi-final against Chelsea, and I was quite worried, to be honest, because I thought they played very well. And if they had a striker who had a brain or was any good, then they would have won very comfortably. I would have thought. Because Nicholas Jackson, I mean, Jesus. I mean, we can moan about Eddie and Nketiah all we like,
Michael Jackson.
But bloody hell. But I mean, I was worried because I thought they played well. And like I said, if they had a proper striker, they would have won that. So I was like, okay. But then obviously the rumours come round. I think it was Monday afternoon that Cole Palmer had missed training because he wasn't well. And I was like, okay, we'll wait and see. I was still expecting him to play. I think we probably all did. But as soon as I see their team, I'm not going to lie, I was really, really confident. I thought, we're going to win this. It sounds easy to say, I know. And their team and their bench was an absolute disgrace. The amount of money they spent, but, it's very, very funny. And obviously, we needed a perfect start, didn't we, G? And 4 minutes gone, and little Trossard pops up again.
Yeah, beautiful. I think we've maybe been critical of him.
We were slagging him off last week on the show.
In the recent months of is he a starter? Every time he's started, he hasn't really started, giving us anything like he does off the bench. But certainly the last 2 games, like he's humbled us, I think, in a good way.
It looks like he's got a bit between his teeth.
Yeah, but another assist from Declan Rice as well. Lovely finish, and it's one of those where I think it needed an early goal just to get the crowd. Obviously, the crowd were up for it anyway, but I mean, in terms of the nerves, because I think if it had gone on maybe 25 minutes, 30 minutes, and it was still 0-0, as Chelsea grew back into the second half and had a few chances themselves, it would have been a bit more nervy, wouldn't it? So I think it really set the tone that we got a really early goal, sort of sat back on it for a little bit, but then took the pressure and then went again in the second half. So it was a great finish from Trossard again.
And it's Mark, innit? I mean, I know a lot of people are moaning about Martinelli and, bless him, he's having a bit of an indifferent spell. But I think Trossard has now cemented that spot for the time being because he's actually doing the business now from the start. Yeah. He's he's scoring vital goals.
Look, the first goal in any of these games is absolutely massive. G makes a very, very good point about getting it early. There's a level, and you were at the Villa game, Brooksy, there's a level of anxiety sets in the stadium when we don't score early.
Yes.
We haven't won a title in 20 years, so the fact that we're so close now, anxiety does ratchet up with all these run-ins. And something that I know we probably come on to Liverpool later, but I cannot understand why Liverpool are giving up by having the half-time kickoff this week. Going first is such a huge advantage.
Absolutely.
It's an absolute massive advantage. If you go second or third, that was 3-horse race this year, you have a higher level of anxiety because either you have to do one, capitalize on the slip up, or two, you know, you can't afford the slip up because you have to keep pace. Going first, as we did this week, is huge, I think. You know, Liverpool ballsed up last night, so maybe it doesn't make much of a difference to them. But I think, I know we go second this week, but the Bournemouth weekend we go first. I think it's a huge advantage going first of the three teams playing any weekend. Again, if you know that the other teams are after winning and you're going last, you know you're under pressure.
Oh, absolutely.
And even if they're after slipping up, you know you have a massive opportunity. So whereas if you go first, you set the tone for the weekend and you're putting the other teams under pressure straight away if you can get the result. That's just my feelings on it.
No, you're absolutely right. And that's what I've been saying to people at work, Bez. It's like, normally it's just a two-horse race. You know, you just got to worry about the other team. But because there's three of us involved, it's so bloody stressful. And it's just so much pressure on everybody. I mean, I don't believe, we all laugh at that Liverpool lost last night, but they're still in the title race for me. They're only, if us and Man City lose our next game, God forbid, Liverpool win, all of a sudden they're joint top.
Just we have to keep resilient as we're doing. We might have lost badly against Villa, which was, again, I criticised him myself. I said last time, he was naive. He did play his best 11. And as you totally see, we have that ability now. I can see already. We don't let distractions phase us. You can already see that. We just keep going. I simply be also on Tuesday, the early goals, you guys, I echo all of you. Also, the early goal they went in, literally the sudden happiness was all around the stadium because I was sitting, as you know, North and lower tier. And I had Liam literally like a few rows behind me because I bet
you could hear him.
Whoa, like, come on! Like, well, I wish I was that next to him now. And then
it's an experience, Bez. I warn you. It's
It's funny you say this. I'll quickly jump on this ship to say this. I met him an hour before kickers. Have you seen the start 11, Best? I said no, I've not seen the start 11. I said meeting you now. I need to say hello. Meet the group. And I see Party. So Party is starting. Oh, this squeal. They're like Party is starting. And I'm like, as you say yourself, and I see their lineup. I was like, okay, no Cole Palmer. But the way we just kept on going. Okay, we saw that Chelsea's trying to creep in a bit. You can see someone having there. And then, I mean, Nicholas Jackson, I'm sorry, man. I know he's a young boy. I'm not going to slate him, but surely, his chances was just like this, like almost having...
Feel free to slate him, Bez. He plays for Chelsea.
In the first half, I'll give him his due. I mean, a few Chelsea fans at work, and we have this discussion on a regular week. But he has, he's got incredible pace. I mean, he done this at Saliba at one point in the first half, left him for dead. And he's got pace, and he's got it all until he gets to the box and shoots, and it all goes wrong. But everything else, if they can sort
mind
that
you,
out,
the striker playing for Liverpool last night, wasn't it?
Oh mate, yeah.
I know
it's a shame, isn't it?
They're basically the exact same player.
No, it is. It's crazy. I know he's only young and raw, but let's stop talking about Chelsea anyway. Right. So second half starts. Obviously, Chelsea had a few dodgy chances in the first half, and they could have been level because there's one corner in the first half.
Set piece,
I can't remember which it was. One of them, I think it was in the centre half.
The Sassy or something.
That's the one.
And he should have.
He missed it completely. And it's one of those games where you need another goal, you need it quick. And who had the money on Ben White to score? Anybody?
No.
Not exactly, no.
That's a man is. No, so not a nice Saliba score any time. I looked at Ben White. I thought, nah, it's what it is. But no. But this is what we've talked about for a while. Squad depth, everyone chipping in for goals. Ben White gets 2. Amazing.
Did he mean the second one?
Yeah,
of course he didn't.
Absolutely. Marco, he was watching videos of Marco van Basten all morning and said, I'm going to get that chance and stick it in the top corner.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But I need to see as well when he scores. I mean, he's such an important part of that team and such a loved member. I mean, all this nonsense about England, but it just seems to have made him stronger and galvanised him. And it's no coincidence that he's got better and better since that announcement. He hasn't looked back at all.
No.
It's almost like a weight is lifted off him, isn't it? In a way that now, even if people aren't on his side and he might get grief from other fans and stuff, but now he knows that it's out there. He knows that he's not going to get picked, and he could just focus so solely on us. And you can see his confidence again. Even late on in the game, he was still bombing it down on the wing and overlapping. You thought, fair play, because that's not easy all game. I know,
brilliant.
but he had the Chelsea wingers who I thought were the best for Chelsea. Their wingers were just non-stop all game. So for him to still be trying to help us even gain more goals and then obviously contributing too, it just it probably would have, although he doesn't like football, I think it would have meant a lot to him that night.
Yeah, that's it. I don't let anything bother him, does he? He don't care. That's the funny thing. People try and wind him up, but he really couldn't care less.
Look, can I just say though, I
don't mean very funny. Threw Cucurella back into the back of the net on the corner.
Yeah.
That was brilliant.
I was about to say that too. That was amazing. The way he just dragged it like a wrestling move.
Yeah, that must have been right in front of you, Bez, and all.
Yeah, it was. It was. I was like screaming, thinking, "How holy mother of God, this man is up for a fight!" Even though I actually just forgot that they used to play in Brighton together. Now look at them thinking, that's no matter at all.
Didn't they? Yeah, of course they did.
Yeah, I literally forgot. Came back, rewatched the game highlights. I'm thinking these two were teammates only a few years ago, and now you see they just hate each other. Like perfect frenemies. I love that. You know.
It's funny how like Ben White's career's gone right up there and Cucurella's just gone right down.
Yeah.
Talk about pick the wrong club.
Absolutely.
So obviously that's 2-0, and you're thinking, go on, let's get a few more, get the goal difference going. And then Odegaard, just that pass is just obscene. Apparently it's on Pornhub. Apparently it's that good. But it's just
Hey, did you mean that pass?
It's just brilliant. There's not many people who get away with doing it, let alone execute it like that. And Kai Havertz took it like a seasoned veteran. What a finish!
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely brilliant pass, and Havertz threw it and roofed it like it's absolutely blasted into the net.
No, it's a brilliant finish. I mean, I'm not going to lie, this Chelsea keeper, I've never really heard of him, so good luck to him. But he didn't have a chance of any of the goals, did he? To be fair.
No,
but Kai
he made a
Havertz,
couple of good saves. He probably should have done better with the first one.
The one the first half, I think he might have hit him more than he knew anything about it, but they were wobbling. But Kai Havertz, I mean, celebrated. He loved it, didn't he? He was so pleased.
He was delighted with himself.
The place went absolutely bananas, Bez, I bet.
That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to say to that.
That's brilliant.
Oh my God! Can I just say though, the way we because one of the guys behind me, he was screaming, I think around 4th or 5th goal. He was like, "I want 6." I said, "Man, can you please just like we get it? Can you let us keep going?" And he's like, "Yo, I want 6." And he goes, "Oh my fucking God, where's this 6?" I was like, "Dude, I don't even want to 6. Let us take this in first, you know." Like it looks like
I was saying that to as well. To be fair, I wanted another one.
I know, but the way it happened, and overall the 5th as well. But what was the irony as well? The bench, and I've nothing against Pochettino because I never hear him say bad words about it. But the way he seemed just gave up to add insult to injury. I mean, come on, you put now Thiago Silva in the game just to make that little bit of like a leeway to say, oh hey, let's protect what we have and salvage something. But they couldn't do nothing. And I'll say this: when we scored, I think 4th or 5th in the stadium, you can see the fans just ducked and just disappeared. Basically, the team was like, should we defend? Should we attack? Should we stay back? They just didn't know what to do because every time we do something, one of our players was like, you know what, I'll sneak right behind you. Off I'm going like Roadrunner. That's how it was. Even being inside, you can see it in the stadium. I was like, oh my God, we literally just shocked them, with this big win,
Well, we absolutely destroyed them. It was good because I remember, that 6-0 defeat at Chelsea. Wenger's 1,000th game, whatever it was. So you don't forget things like that. I'm not going to lie, a 6th goal would have been lovely, but just to give them a good kick. It's always nice to give teams a good thrashing. I mean, everyone loves it. Obviously, the goal difference is going through the roof. But another goal for Kai Havertz, another wonderful finish, and obviously goal of the season from Ben White. Obviously,
exactly.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah, why not? He thinks he meant it, so. Arteta's not so sure. That's fine. And another clean sheet.
Yeah.
And it looks like David Raya is on course to get the Golden Glove award?
Yeah.
Which is incredible, really. It's, I mean, it does help that he's got an absolute incredible defence. I mean, Saliba and Gabriel, yet again. I mean, They're just absolute beasts. I mean, it does help they're playing against Nicholas Jackson.
Yeah.
God bless him, but it's just
hurt.
ridiculous, and it just gives you hope for the games coming forward, especially away from home as well. We really don't concede many away from home at all.
No. Last away goal was against Forest back in February. And that was at the very end of the game.
There
We
was
could have
right at the
kept another
end.
clean sheet that night. Iwane, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, scored.
Yeah, that's right. He always seems to score against us.
He does, yeah.
Yes, right. Well, so obviously that win put us on top. And the goal difference is now very, very good for Liverpool losing last night. We've currently got a plus 12 goal difference City and a plus 15 better than Liverpool. And Arsenal's current goal difference is their highest ever total in the Premier League era. Interesting fact of the day for you all.
Not bad.
And how important that might be.
Absolutely.
We can keep it going as long as possible.
That's an extra point.
Yeah, need City draw. It's all back in our hands, you know. So
absolutely,
you know,
absolutely. That's what it's all about now. And we might as well talk about the title race before we talk about the Tottenham game, because I was bored. Even Sarah's getting excited, you know. Even last night we were sitting watching tennis. She was, should we put the Everton Liverpool game on? I was like, not enough. And she was getting into it, and she's like, no, she's quite true. She was cheering the Everton goals, and she really got much choice, but she knows. Yeah, well, last night we were trying to get out of bed, and I'm just talking out loud. Just what happens if this happens? And I think she was getting a bit fed up by the end because if this happens and this happens, but that's all. It can't just be me though. It's just got Brighton draw tonight. I really think Man City are going to come and suck against Forest. That's my big smart do them on Sunday, only because of what happened to them last week. Yeah, they drew 1-1, and that's all we need, G. That's all we need, you know. But after the whole last week, and they were screwed over last week. Let's not make no mistake about it. Whether or not people agree with the statement or not, enough is enough, and fair play to them because they have had some shocking decisions, you know. Yeah. And it's funny because apparently Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher have been banned from the City ground because Gary Neville was doing a commentary for our game. I know that much. Obviously, there's going to be so much scrutiny on every single decision. I don't know who the ref is. I kind of feel a little bit sorry for him because it's not really his fault. But as soon as he gives a decision against Forest, the place is going to go mental.
Yeah.
And if a Forest player goes down in the penalty area, he's going to be under so much pressure to give a penalty. Yeah. It can only be good for us, let's be honest.
Yeah, can't hurt.
Yeah, their fans are going to be up
It's going to be like a
very hot. It's going to be very hostile.
Because they've still got to fight as well, haven't they?
Yes.
They're only 1 point ahead of Luton.
Yep, Luton are away to Wolves on Saturday. And we've seen how bad Wolves have got recently. Everyone they're missing. I mean, Luton, bless them, have gone a bit of a bad spell, it looks like. But if they could win, all of a sudden Forest are in the shit. And they're probably going to have to win that game.
Yeah.
Which, you know, was what we're hoping for, let's be honest.
Exactly.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's like the exciting thing, of course, we're still in it. So the nerves and everything of last year and whatever are still there. But the fact that it's still at this point with, 4 or 5 games to go and someone isn't already got their name basically or hands on the trophy, I think it's so exciting for once.
Oh, it's so tough.
Not just because we're in it, but just for the league
in
general.
It's great. And there's so many people that are now coming around to the fact they actually want us to win it as well. And people are actually realising, it would be nice if somebody else could win it. Let's face it, no one wants the league to be like Scotland, or Paris in France, and I was just say Bayern Munich, but good old Harry Kane.
Yeah. But that's the thing. You can't have the English league turn into the Bundesliga where it's a one-team competition. Okay, as you said, Brooksy, they suffered the Harry Kane curse this year, but
it's the first time in like 10 years or something.
Yeah, they've won 11 in a row or something, and PSG are going for something like 9 out of 10, and so look,
especially when they're advertising it as the best league in the world.
Yeah,
you can't have the same team win it all the time easily.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's it. Obviously, with Liverpool losing last night, I mean, I still think they're in it, but do you all think that that's it for them now? I mean, there was a very strange game last night. I thought Klopp lost the plot with his substitutions.
I personally think they are done. I think if there was they might still finish second, but I don't think they'll win it because I don't think they'll get both Arsenal and City to drop enough points to let them back in. They might get one of them, but I don't think they'll get both of them. They basically need both teams to drop points twice. I don't see that happening to both Arsenal and Man City. And look, Liverpool last night look a very, very tired team. I'm not sure they're going to win all their games between now and the end of the season.
Did you see Van Dijk's comments after the game as well when he was saying about, he mentioned about 5 times about the fact they were playing half 12 on Saturday. And Wayne Rooney, who I actually thought was very good in the punditry, because he made Carragher and Sturridge look like idiots for one. But even he said straight away, he said, well, if I was them, I'd be wanting to play tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, I keep bringing up on it. But they do know that. He's got that from Klopp, though. He keeps crying about it.
It was the first thing Rooney said when they came back to the studio was basically, shut up. Like, you should want to play in the morning after putting in a performance like that. And I thought it was so right. And Liverpool are putting it down. As I said earlier, it's a massive advantage for Liverpool to play first this weekend, but they seem to be turning it into a negative, and I don't see why they would do that.
Be a tough game from West Ham. You never know what you're going to get with them.
Especially West Ham. That's the thing as well
with Odegaard. I mean, look at Salah. I mean, there's something clearly not right there at all. I think he might be disappearing. But he's their star player. He's the one they look to score goals and, make things happen. And he's disappeared, whereas Odegaard just keeps going and going and going and going.
Exactly. We have a few comments in here, Brooksy, so we may get to them. So, Evening Sparks, come on, Brighton. Yeah, completely agreed. BX Gunner, evening to you too. Up the Seagulls from Amelia. Yeah, completely agreed. Evening, Russ. Have a good one. Just Sparks in terms of talking about Cole Palmer, as we all said, he expected him to play as well. Evening, Liam. Good to have you on. And good to have you on as well, Jonesy. So, they're just the comments in so far. So keep them coming, guys. We'll read them out. And it's just like Anchorman will read out exactly what you say. So,
go on. I've just flashed out on my phone. Sky Sports are saying that the final manager, Arnie Slot, is very confident of being the new Liverpool manager. So I don't know what. That's going to be an interesting. I think that's a very strange decision, in my opinion. I'm not going to lie. I've never heard of the fella. I know they've won the Dutch Cup Sunday, and I know they won the league last year. But that kind of screams out a bit like when we signed Unai Emery. It was a bit of an anticlimax, if you will.
The last club from the Northwest took a manager out of the Eredivisie. It hasn't exactly worked out brilliantly for them. So.
I think he's doing a great job. And that's the thing as well. I mean, obviously, you keep thinking in your head, right, Brighton get a result tonight. We beat them on Sunday. Then Bournemouth at home, we'll win that one. Man United away. I mean, Sheffield United can score 2 goals up there. Christ, we should score 5 or 6. I know it doesn't work like that, but that's what I mean. And Everton at home, Everton have got nothing to play for. So, but obviously, Sunday's game against the Scumbags, the one game you really don't want to lose, they have to win. They have their top 4 hopes are fading because Villa, that was the only consolation we had by losing to them. It put Tottenham in the mud. Yeah. So they have to win. They've had about 15 days off. But surely, that's not always a good thing because obviously they're not going to be match ready. No? Am I clutching at straws?
No, I agree. And now that we've gone through our rough week as well and come out the other side, I think the momentum and confidence is well on our side. Obviously, I don't want to jinx anything, so I'm real careful what I say. But yeah, I think it's like we said as well. When we're in the position we are right now, surely they all just want to get out there again and then keep feeling that feeling and keep it going. So yeah, I think it could possibly slightly work in our favour, and hopefully they did look a lot sharper in the second half than they have. It's almost like the energy came back through in all of them out of nowhere, because we obviously have looked a bit, especially in the Wolves game, you could clearly see a few players were knackered and really struggling. So yeah, hopefully they're resting very well up for it now. And I mean, if you can't get up for a game like that, then what can you say really?
No,
it's all or nothing in normal terms, let alone with what's riding on the bigger picture as well.
Then a big bonus, obviously, winning so comfortably on Tuesday, Mark. He was able to make a good. Well, he used up his full allocation of substitutions.
But that's
obviously, Saka, I would have been nice to see him come up a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
But, he changed everything. We haven't even mentioned Thomas Partey yet, by the way.
Yeah, very impressive.
Brilliant.
Very impressive.
I mean, are we all presuming he's going to start again on Sunday now?
Well, unless he gets injured.
Has to, doesn't he?
Surely, yeah. I can't see it. I'd be surprised if he changed anybody, to be honest, after that performance. Unless anyone gets injured, but I can't see him changing it.
No.
But Partey was brilliant, and that's what we've been moaning about, isn't it? Because we know how good he can be when he plays, and the difference he makes. You see, was it Martin Odegaard's face when he come on at the end of Wolves? It just lit up. Declan Rice, they see him every day in training. They know how good he is.
Yeah,
and he makes us a better side. So,
absolutely.
And he gives Declan Rice the freedom to attack a little bit more, doesn't he? Which is obviously something he's loving doing. So that's a bonus.
Absolutely brilliant. The amount of goals and assists he was. Another stat, nicely linked there, G. Arsenal, the only club this season with 6 players and 10 plus goal contributions in the league. Can you name them all?
Odegaard.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, he has 14. Yeah, Declan Rice, he has 14 and all. No, he has 11, sorry.
Havertz,
yes, he's got 14.
Who else is there?
3 more.
Trossard.
Yeah, very good. Yep, Trossard's got 10.
Give us a position at least.
Oh, come on. It's 2. Well, it's one obvious one. Yep, Martinelli, that's 1. 10. And the most obvious one, which no one's mentioned yet. I can't believe no one knows.
Saka.
Yeah!
I did say Saka.
He's top of the list with 22 goals and assists.
Nice.
It's ridiculous. I mean, and it's still funny how you think we won 5-0 and I'm still going to my wife, we need a striker. Which is silly when we scored the highest amount of goals out of everyone, I think, this year. But
think what that could give us though.
That's
the extra that someone will, because we have been missing some really easy chances as well. Like Jesus is off it. Havertz, like his earlier shot, Ben White in the Champions League. Someone being in that position at
and
the
in
right
the big
time,
games, that's it. Yes, when you need your big money striker to get the goods.
Villa at home, we created a lot of chances in that first half. Didn't take any of them. If you have a killer up front, you go 1-0 up. It's totally different. But we don't have one at the moment.
Who will be that player is the big question for the summer, isn't it?
Who would you all like to see? I mean, we've had this conversation a few times, Mark, haven't we?
Yeah.
And I've said the Sporting Lisbon boy. Interesting one I had today, actually. I'll get your thoughts because I'm actually up for it, but I can imagine you're all going to say no. Marcus Rashford. No,
Thanks.
really? So
thank you.
Hear me out, because there's a player in there. Definitely, he's a very good player in his day. And I'll give you three other words. Well, it's actually 3 names, but Kai Havertz, Jorginho. Everyone moaned. I'll tell you, Kai Havertz, different player. Why could you not do that with Marcus Rashford, given he's good friends with Saka and Declan Rice? Change the scenery. He needs to get out of Manchester. They're all turning on him. The club's going down the shit pan. Come to the Champions. Why not? And people moan again as well. Squad depth. Oh, Reece Nelson, Eddie Nketiah. He's 3 times better than the pair of them.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I think it's a no-brainer. I know we probably won't sign him because I don't know how much he'll be. But I think if we were sniffing around him, he jumped at the chance to come. And there's definitely a player in there. I know he's got the lazy. I think that's the Manchester United environment. I don't think that's a true reflection on him.
Because he's on stupid wages up there as well, though, isn't he? He's on something like 350 a week.
Is he really?
Yeah. Got a new contract last time.
That's not fair, is it?
Someone like Elise from Palace or something. Like they came out today say they would have like 60 million. You're like, geez, okay.
See, I'm not overly keen on him. Every time I've seen him, he hasn't really done anything. Eze, I think, is a good player, but he wouldn't get in our team. Where's he going to play in midfield? He ain't going to get in, and that's not being disrespectful. He wouldn't. We do need a winger, And, I mean, that Leao of AC Milan. But again, he's another one I've watched and he's flattered to deceive. I'm probably just watching the wrong games, but
yeah.
There must be a jinx.
But
what a woman. See, this is what I said about Sarah earlier. She's put Brighton Man City on. Well, it's 0-0 after 10 minutes. What a woman you are. Sarah saying she's trying to WhatsApp, but she can't hear anything else. All she hears is me.
Brookie, I was about to say on Tuesday night and getting the thrill of seeing, what's his name, Mudryk, and seeing Casado chasing shadows was the best thing ever. Both of them just panicked like, oh my God, what club have we just entered to, A year later, like...
We were linked with these two. I remember I had a little meltdown when we didn't sign Mudryk. And I had a bit of a moan about Edu because, he's supposed to be the next big thing. But obviously, it shows how much I know. But, about the money they spent, and I mean, they don't even want to be there in these stupid contracts.
Yeah.
But again, as we were saying earlier about the signers, we signed Trossard, 25 million, Odegaard, 30 million, Ben White, 50 million. David Raya at the moment is loan. But I think when we do sign him, it's going to be like, it's like 14 million or
something.
I'm saying,
yeah, I think I read 27 million. That's what we're getting them for in the summer.
And that's what we'll
and
be.
We'll probably sell Ramsdale for more than that. So,
because obviously 105 million pound for Declan Rice in the summer. There's already rumours going around, the rumoured war chest, but they were going to completely smash it again, which means obviously they go big on a striker. So, G, who would you want?
It's hard, isn't it? Because it's like we are, as we said, we're creating a lot within the team as well, and Havertz is sort of filling in perfectly in that role. So I think to bring him out and back into midfield might change things up a bit. But
yeah, because when he did that at Villa, funny enough, in the midfield, he just didn't look right. But when you put him up front, it almost seems to be,
I don't know, but I do really like Ollie Watkins. I know he's not the big superstar.
I agree. I completely
you would
agree.
expect, but he's Premier League proven. He could be challenging for the Golden Boot against Haaland, which is nuts. Even his finish against us was fantastic.
And he give Gabriel and Saliba a hard time as well.
Yeah,
I completely agree.
To something like
I
that.
mentioned this in a group a while ago, and people were like,
I take him over Tony all day long.
Yeah, so would I. Yeah, I don't like Tony at all. I think his attitude will let him down, and I think there's a reason why he's now being linked with West Ham. I think there's no smoke without fire, sadly. But then, so you got Ollie Watkins. There's obviously Osimhen at Napoli, but again, it's just Serie A worries me. You look at Lukaku; they're a similar player, and he really struggled at certain teams. Lukaku, did all right at West Brom and Everton, but Chelsea and Man United, a bigger club, he struggled. And that's the worry, because let's face it, whoever we sign are going to be under incredible scrutiny, because it will be it'll be our record signing, because I presume it's going to be more than Declan Rice. And, he's going to be under pressure straight away. And some people will like that, some people won't. There's the Sporting Lisbon boy, his name I can never get right. Is it Gukarej?
Close enough. We know who we mean.
Victor, that's his first name. I can say that.
Victor.
The Swedish boy, yeah. So I'd like him, but again, people are moaning that obviously, he's not sexy enough, but because he played for Coventry and he, but I think it's good from what I've seen.
There's no Erling Haaland out there this summer that you can go surefire thing, nailed on, definitely going to score 25, 30 goals. There's just not. So, that's why we're all kind of, when this comes up, we all want a striker, but there's nobody that we can actually go, 100%, he's the guy, go and get him. Because, as I said, there's no surefire nailed on, he's the guy, 25 goals, definitely. Not that I can see anyways.
There's so many different names being bandied around. No one really knows who we're going to go for.
No.
Exactly.
Is it Sesko? Is he at Leverkusen? Is Boniface?
Leverkusen or Leipzig.
That's all right. I thought Man City would have scored him, but they missed. It's fine.
Yeah. He's with one of the German clubs. I think it's Leverkusen or Leipzig. I think the last time I was
one of them, he's young and he's got a release clause, and I think they can get him for cheap. I think that's why he's getting mentioned. That's
it. I think Madrid seem you're bringing in Mbappe, so maybe Rodrigo or Vinicius will be available if that you could pursue one of them. No, neither of them are strikers.
Honestly, if we got Vinicius Junior, oh my God, that would just be, oh my God, that would be amazing. I can't see it, but you never know. I mean, strange things have happened.
Yeah. I don't see them keeping Vinicius, Rodrigo, and Mbappe. I think one of them will probably be out the door.
It'd be Rodrigo, probably.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine them letting
Wouldn't turn my nose up
go.
at him either, by the way.
No, I wouldn't either. No, absolutely. But sadly, there are people who probably would. Even Dominic Solanke, I would take if we were to sign someone else as well.
Yeah.
Because again, he's Premiership proven, and he's done well at Bournemouth.
He's done very well this season, as has Watkins.
Well, he's only underneath.
Watkins probably be age as well.
Brighton like to muck about at the back. I wish they did like us.
One thing I'll say,
still 0-0, and we're still top of the league.
Yeah.
Well, we'll still be top anyway. Whatever.
Still be top, no matter what happens. Yeah.
If they could end the game now, it's 15 minutes gone.
Yeah.
Brooks, it's just a quick one. The reason I picked Watkins as one reason being in recent weeks, I see he's very level-headed. You can see in the Lille game that he was about to his penalty shootout thing, and Emi Martinez doing his antics as he is. He kept a calm head, still for a long time, because he kept a calm head. His goalkeeper doing his stupid antics, as we know, and he still saw the penalty in a very calm way. That amazes me. He still managed to keep focus for the whole entire thing. Didn't let nothing faze him. He completely laid his head down, and also we know in his heart he's an Arsenal fan, so that's a plus.
No, that does help.
So who knows?
Yeah, no, I think it's an excellent player. Obviously, the only thing with that is obviously we looked like Villa going to get Champions League, so I would be surprised if we would leave there now. But you never know. Everyone has a price, and you look the last person to win the European Conference League for an English team. Oh fuck!
1-0 City.
Oh, God.
Wanker! For fuck's sake! Fucking Brighton. Honestly, one thing.
There's no
Turn
time.
it off, man. Turn it off. Turn it off.
That's all right. It's gonna be the right time.
It's
Never
funny on
mind,
Sunday,
that's
me and G watched the latest of his life. We had the commentary United game. We were screaming 4-3 commentary, come on! And then when Liverpool the other side, I'm like, oh my God! And then by toenail, I was like, ugh.
Yeah, it was painful. It was joyous and painful on
I
different
know.
screens.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. We had a great time, obviously, but this year, like being a neutral, I was like, oh my God, come on, let the underdog do his thing.
Yeah.
The ball has scored like a looping header.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, I don't know what
It's
City
just
now.
a mark, though. It's like Van Persie's against Spain in the World Cup a little bit, the way he's
good
done
header.
that. Yeah, we'll wait and see. Come on, Forest. You won't let me down there wearing red and white. Right, so let's get back to the Spurs game. Obviously, I think their fullback, is it Destiny, your doggy? He's out for the rest of the season. And by all accounts, he's had a good season. I mean, I won't say it, but so that's good news for us. Go on, Brian. Go on. No. So, yeah, it's going to be a massive game. I mean, let's face it, their fans are going to be all over it. And you look at the game last night, local derby, anything can happen. You know, it's a local derby. At the end of the day, the ref, I believe, is Michael Oliver.
Yeah.
Which is awful news because I think he's a horrible little rat. And the VAR man, by all accounts, is Jared Gillett, which by legend has it that he's a Liverpool fan. Yeah. So I wonder if we'll be sticking a tweet out after the game not posted. So, you know, we shouldn't have to rely on refereeing decisions, but again, they're going to be under so much scrutiny that we can put this game, you know. It's massive for us. We just need to, you know, turn up, and I'm sure we will. The last few years we've been there. We've done the business. And, you know,
I think
confident.
we can take a bit of confidence from winning there last season, can't we?
Well, that's the thing, and it was a very comfortable 2-0 win. I mean, you could have scored a few more. I mean, Partey hit a screamer, then he hit the post.
Yeah.
And Odegaard.
And they're just full of confidence. So I think they're there to be got at. Like I said, the fact they haven't played for a while, like they've been nicely rested. But Rusty, the early, you know, they haven't, you know, played against a proper team for a while. We're full of confidence after that 5-0 humiliation. And we seem to have the bit between the team. And we know we have to win. So, yeah, I'm fairly confident it's going to be scary, let's be honest. No one into the one game of the season. Well, the one team of the season I hate the most. It's awful.
Yeah.
But we have to win. We have to win every single game if we've got a chance of winning the league.
Yeah.
So Let's go there. I'm saying
last night was a great thing for us
to
see that happen to Liverpool. Not only Liverpool dropping points, but it makes sure that we're switched on. We've seen what can happen when a better team doesn't turn up in a derby. You can get turned over quite easily.
No, that's it.
So it was perfect timing for us, in my opinion, for that to happen last night.
No, definitely. I can't.
Anybody that had an ounce of
happen.
complacency going there, it's gone now, you know.
No, I do think we're going to win. I mean, I said this every game, let's be honest, but I do think we'll go in there and put on a show. Oh, we go on, Brighton. Brighton are attacking. So let's go for predictions. I said 5-1 on G and Liam show last night. I'm not going to change my mind. So
I'll stick to my 2-1.
You go on, G, that's fine. Yourself, Mark?
I'll go 3-1. I'll split the difference between the two of you.
Lovely, good. And Bez?
Me and Mark, it was the same. 3-1 as well. Fuck.
They might not even score, to be fair.
Anyway, you're wrong for the Wolves game, so.
Exactly. I did say 2, didn't I?
That's
still 2 wanted 3-1, but then again, we got 5.
That'll do. I mean, I know Jones, you were saying last night he has a feeling it's going to be a 3-2, then a last minute winner. I know.
No.
Don't think our hearts can take it.
You can see it. There's going to be a moment, you know, and you can hear Gary Neville with his little, ooh, his little noise. He's due one. But it's funny because he put a tweet out earlier, Gary Neville, and he was saying, he's at the game on Sunday. It's his favourite game to watch. But the only reason he's there is because, as I said earlier, apparently he's been banned from the Nottingham Forest ground, and they're thinking of suing him. But apparently, I don't know what he's actually meant to have said, but I think he's compared him to some sort of mafia.
Yeah, that was the word I think that tipped him over the edge.
Emotions were high.
Yeah, well, like I said earlier, I completely agree with it. I mean, when we put out a little statement after we got screwed over at Newcastle that time, they were crying about that then. But why should clubs roll over and take the decision?
Until it's one of their own clubs and they demand a replay. Anyone else says, that's pathetic.
But don't forget that Liverpool have overperformed this year, though, don't forget.
Yeah, they're never in it, even though he predicted it at the beginning of the season.
Man's an absolute idiot.
Yeah.
Absolute idiot. But we should see. But it looks like we've got a full...
Being a pundit, it's the easiest job in the world. You can have one opinion before a game, one opinion at half time, and then totally different opinion after the game finishes, and no one will pick up on it. So it's...
it's a joke. I mean, there was a clip I see earlier. They freeze-framed it, but you had the Everton fan Rooney grinning away, and then the shot like Sturridge and camera come over.
Yeah,
really,
guess the result.
It was very funny. It was very enjoyable. I mean, hopefully we'll be smiling on Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, I like to think that. Because obviously, I presume they'll have the game. Well, they'll be at Nottingham Forest, wouldn't they? So they won't have anyone at the Spurs game. What's your views on Theo Walcott as a pundit, by the way? He's good, isn't he? I really like him. It's a very good game.
Yeah,
he's very laid back as well, which I like in the very bit like Henry. Very laid back, very straightforward. He likes to have a little giggle because that's him. He's new to the job, but literally, what I like about him, guys, he literally speaks from the heart, which is nice to see as well.
Yeah, he doesn't get overexcited.
Exactly. Like, look at James Carragher. I saw the tweet on Saturday before we watched the game on sorry, my bad. I got my words wrong. Basically, he said something about, if Arsenal doing against Wolves, that's the league gone. I'm thinking, sunshine. Look what happened to your team. I mean, your job now. Forget your reasons. Forget your biased moments. Put a tweet up about Liverpool now. Let's see how disappointed you are after yesterday. You can see he's all gone quiet now. Everything's gone all quiet in the red side of Merseyside. It
was basically his performance after game was pure just coping with the result. There wasn't actually any analysis.
No.
Wasn't any reason as to why it happened. It was just, we've overperformed this season. Great season. It's like, okay, fair enough. Off you go. If that's the angle you want to go down on this, fine. I can quite easily turn it off.
Just makes me laugh how he's given up because, as we said, they win on Saturday, and for the time being, they'll be joint top with us.
Yeah,
he's a very sore loser, though, isn't he?
He just
goes quiet, and it's like, well, you're supposed to be there of course, there's some pundits that are obviously legends of a certain team or whatever. But you still got to do your job. Like, they would expect everyone else to finish and their analysis, but he just sits there like sulking, and he's like, "Get me off the telly." Like, that's why you're there, mate.
Yeah,
be like having me on there.
that's it. It's easy to go on when you win, but you have to do a job. He's there as a professional to actually.
Not that he should even be there anyway.
No,
that's another day's work. But he's there to be professional, to give his opinion, and all he did is, here's how I'm coping with this result, basically, is what he did last night.
Yeah.
I have to say, who did surprise me the other night as well, Jamie Redknapp. He came out and said, "Oh, I think we're going to win the league next season." So, I wasn't expecting him to say that. I mean,
let's win it this season.
I've never really paid attention to what he was
season.
saying. But yeah, no. Oh, fuck off. Honestly, just fuck off, Brighton. 2-0. Deflection. Just chuck a shit. Honestly, roll over and die, you useless piece of shit. I only get a show taken off here, we better end it quickly.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is what I was worried about, though.
Yeah.
People just rolling over and dying for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He took a deflection. Yeah.
Bugger.
Oh,
We've just got to do our job, haven't we? Can't rely on others to help us along.
That's the thing. We have to win our 4 games.
Yeah, and see where that leaves us.
The worst that's going to do is going to take us to the last game of the season, needing them to win. And that's all we can do, you know.
Yeah.
Is what it is. It's the position we want to be in. You know, we've done very, very well to be here. And we're still there. So we shall see. I say it's a shame we're not going to end the show now with a downer, but we're still top of the league, so smiling faces. And we're going to give Spurs a good hamping.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm not in the Forest going to beat them. That's all right.
Yeah.
Positive thoughts only.
Exactly. Positive. Come on.
Well, no, I wasn't going to be positive, but now I'm just thinking, hang on, there's a goal difference. If Brighton don't sort themselves out, this could be a bit of a humping.
Yeah.
Let's hope not. Let's hope not.
I think we all agree this title race is going to kill us all.
Yep.
Yes. I'm ready for it.
It's hard to believe that 20 years ago we won the league. I had a full head of hair. Now it's gone.
The stress of it.
No, man, honestly, it's just so stressful, Jay. It's just, it's just thinking about it. Oh, what happens this, and they drop points here, and you don't think that. It's just annoying. You think some of the games like the Villa game. If we won that, and I know if is the biggest word in football. It's Fulham and West Ham at home, and but it is what it is. I mean, you never know. Brighton might come back and win 3-2. You never know. It's a funny game.
Keep the faith.
Well, it's only you got to keep positive. Phil Foden or De Bruyne could get sent off or something. Fingers crossed. So Kobe's just messaged me, and all it says is "fucking Brian."
Yeah.
That's all the Twitter timeline's going to be now. I'll just have them there.
Yeah.
But this is the worry. Man City are what Man City are. They're a world-class team, the best team in Europe. Let's not muck about. We'll still be very proud of that.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
And that's the note I'm going to leave on. Top of the league.
Perfect.
They can do one. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for coming on.
Great evening, folks.
Yeah, thank you. It's a pleasure to join you. Have we lost him?
He's frozen.
Come back.
He's frozen at this.
Yeah. Oh.
Connection very quickly there. It's come back. It's come back to me. Yeah, it's all going wrong.
Yeah.
But yes, thank you all again for coming on. It's been an absolute pleasure.
No, thanks for having us.
Thank you.
And hopefully this time next week we'll have big smiling faces because Man City would have gone wrong somehow. And we'll have put Tottenham back in the box again.
That's the
and
plan.
Everyone will be smiling and celebrating happy St. Tottenham's Day, whatever it's called, is here again.
Yeah.
Thank you very much,
Have a
everybody.
nice evening, everyone.
Good night. Up the Arsenal. Fuck Spurs. See you later.